What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ E Eddie Swagg with Power 1621 FM today. Today we got my girl, my sister, my friend. I've been trying to get on the show for the longest. My girl Kimmi Kim. She gonna spit some knowledge to y'all. Girl Kimmi Kim, say what's up to her, y'all.
What's up, DJ E Swagg? What's
Yes,
up,
sir.
y'all? I'm in the building.
Yes, for sure. And you don't stop. And you don't stop. So listen, today we have a topic, and I wanted her to come in and chime in because, you know, I get all my Kimmi gems from a girl. You may have seen her. She got on radio show, a podcast. She's blowing up all over the place. My girl is making it cracking. I'm seeing her spit game and knowledge to all the people who don't have knowledge, and that's my girl. We go way back, all the way back to high school, way back. We go back like Cadillac seats. You dig what I'm saying? So anyway, Power 1621 fans, listen. We're going to talk about, we had a very interesting conversation, and the conversation was revolving around independent women not feeling that they need the assistance of a man. And because my friend is so intertwined and understand women and help women in a lot of ways, I wanted to get her take on it. And also, again, while we're on the show, we're going to plug her show, which is Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill podcast. I don't mean to overstop it, but because it's my girl, I'm going to push her. I'm going to plug her, give her all type of love, holler at her. So listen, tell us about that. What is the thing? What is it about independent women that think that they don't need the assistance of men? What is that about?
You know, I can say, DJ Eddie, I think that a lot of women have took on that particular role of having that say about them, period, is because a lot of times that the men that they may have been dealing with, you know, fell short. And so they became a hellified more independent. I mean, shout out to my women. You know what I'm saying? We doing it big nowadays with our own houses, cars, having children, breastfeeding, going back to school. You know what I'm saying? You in the six-figure earnings. I mean, we millionaire statuses. We doing what we do. And when a man steps to the table, it's like, what can you do? You know, more than just bring the D and some gum. So at the end of the day, it's taken on that role. It has. That women is stating that you know, I don't need a man. However, I think it's more of the men saying that versus more of the women. You know, I'm the one that they sitting up drinking with, talking to, and I'm hearing about how I can't find a good man. You know what I mean?
So you think it's the men? You think it's the men that think that women are not accepting of them, or have this demand they have to have all these things that they bring to the table, or whatever the case may be? You're thinking that it's men that have this perception, not necessarily women, or is it women that really are pushing these men away, quote unquote? Maybe I'm trying to make sure I'm understanding that.
I think women has changed what we call in the accountability and upgraded their own standards morally to where it's like, because if I'm doing all this, then what can you do? I mean, I would say a man of a caliber that got himself together and he can step to a woman on the same level that he's on and meet her where she at, and she meet him where he at, you know. But I think a lot of times it's different status quos. What if that guy is in school? He wants to be the engineer. He hasn't got to that part yet. He might be living at home with his mama and he's saving money, or he might be taking care of his mama and he's saving money. So, you know what I'm saying? But he meet a woman that is very independent. She got her own. She ain't need him to come in and pretty much do anything. So it makes a man like, because men need to feel needed. You know this, DJ Eddie. You need to feel needed. If you don't feel like that, you feel like, see, she don't need a man, so ain't nothing I can do for her.
Let me ask you a question. Should a man be looking for a date or looking for a woman if he's still trying to develop himself? You think that might be part of the problem, where men are trying to maybe go ahead and beyond themselves? I don't know. Maybe that's the case.
Okay, now, look here. This is when Kimmi Kim going to speak on herself.
Okay, now, I'm listening.
When you say that, I think that puts us in a whole nother different category, such as if a man is saying that he trying to figure himself out and he trying to do all that, well, what you need to be trying to figure out in between my legs? So I think when you get yourself together, all the way together, then you might want to come and talk to me. You know, you know what I'm saying? But while you doing all that figuring stuff out, a woman can get pregnant. You understand me? and then you still trying to figure it out. And then when he figured out, hell, you ain't it.
Hey guys, just want to remind you, we're talking to my friend Kimmi Kim. We're here live on Power 1621
That's
FM.
right.
Talking to my girl Kimmi Kim from the show Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill. They're showing every day, and they're showing on I think they got their podcast on Facebook Live, YouTube, Instagram. I think she told me Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill. Please check her out. Today we're talking about why do independent women feel that they, I guess they feel like they don't need a man, and she kind of gave me I guess a rundown of that. So is it safe to say that when a man decides he wants a woman, he should himself be a whole person, and at his level of success, even if he's climbing further, he should have some sort of baseline of success before he entertains a relationship with a woman? And
I
at
mean,
that
I
point,
think he needs, it's to each his own woman, but I think that he needs to be very clear, and she needs to be very decisive in deciding that factor to mess with him in that way. Because basically, when a person shows you who they are, you truly need to
you
believe
gotta
them.
believe him. That's yeah.
So what I'm saying, if I'm already telling you that, my focus is on my career, my focus
Okay.
is on my children, my focus is on making them, where do I fit in? I think that's why I'm big, and you hear me say this on my shows a lot, DJ Eddie, that listen, you truly need to do an agreement of understanding, because it clears the pathway of no misconnects, of no misunderstandings. And, oh, you told me this and that. So you need to have a grown-up conversation about what type of relationship you want. If you want to smash, just say
If
that.
you want to
If you
smash,
want
you
to
want to
just
smash for that
smash
ass.
every now and then and have a movie, Netflix, chill, sip, and just say that. I'm just
Okay.
saying, whatever you trying, whatever you
Yes.
want, just say that.
Amazing.
I always say, keep it 100 authentically you. So being
Okay.
authentically you, you need to say exactly what you want. And don't be afraid that you might not get it, because a closed mouth won't get fed.
Right. You
Be
get that right.
accepting that you just might get it.
So I love that. I love the perspective you bring. So let me ask you a question. What you've been hearing from women, would you say, I guess, would be the pool of men that are probably trying to be attracted to them, um, or these pool of men that may not necessarily be meeting them at their level of success or comfortability? You think maybe that has something to do with the pool of men, the people they're encountering? What do you think?
I don't think, I think it's a man meet a woman specifically, and she let him know right out the gate that this, and this is what is required to be with her, or he just see how she move, and he don't see him in that story. We write our own story and narratives in our lives, and if you don't see where you fit in, it's either you're gonna ask how you get in, or you're gonna move on.
Mm,
And so, in that case, I really do feel like that women has set the bar to where they at. They move, they level themselves up. You know what I'm saying? And they want a man that can meet them and level them up too. We on the same playing field. It's so many different questions that's going around right now that's asked all the time. So I mean, is it always a man got to pay? Is it? I mean, can a woman take a man out and
got it.
take him from top to bottom and fillet him? And girls like, I don't need no man to feed me. I can buy me a bag and take him out. I can do all that. And then the man feel like, okay, that's good and that's nice. Sister got herself together. But if you got everything, then what you need me for?
You know what I think? I think, and I've watched your show, and I think some of the concepts I heard. I think you got a partner, Ed, and I think he said a couple of times he thinks sometimes it should be about the connections, and I'm gonna go ahead and double down on that. I think if people, maybe women and men, both look at the connections of who that person is, as opposed to what they can do for each other, then they can grow, because there's a deep connection. I believe, but again, that's me. I guess, hopefully speaking, or what do you call it when you're just trying to, you're thinking these things could be, and it may not be the case. But maybe if that person is connected with the person through their spirit and their heart, and they have similar goals, as opposed to saying, hey, I make X amount of dollars a month or a year, and I have this particular degrees, I have these letters in front of my name. Maybe as opposed to looking at that, you can find a good partner, you can build upon that. But I mean, that's
I
wishful
think
thinking.
also, I think men and women, I encourage my women to have standards and follow
Mm-hmm.
your morale. No more than I do with a man being a gentleman, and chivalry should not be dead.
Hmm.
But if you're
Right.
not that person, you wasn't taught upbringing or anything of that, My suggestion is figure out who you are before you try to be anything for someone else, because you're gonna fall short every time. Really, you're not. If you trying to be that man that got all this and got all that, and that's the way you start, and then you come crashing down because you was just front. We don't want to meet people replicas. We want to meet the real them. So I'm saying if you could be a dope guy, really got yourself together, but
Right.
no, you ain't making six figures right now. You might be working at Amazon, okay, at night between the 3, 4 wee hours in the morning, and you might be working at the gas station in the morning after you drop your daughter off. You understand? But you loyal. You got a clean house. You take care of your mama. You there for your daughters and your family. So I'm saying, would I pass up a good man like that? Okay, got himself together. He done been through some stuff, but he got a goal in mind. He's saving his money to get to where he needs to get. And if he can do that, he's going through some type of trade. That man is going to be a king. So every woman have to figure out what works for them. I talk about the 80-20 rule. Talk about what 20% that you're willing to put up with. What I might be willing to put up with, you may not. Your experience is different than mine. You know what I'm saying? So I don't put no man. I don't believe in a certain type of color of a man. But I would say a very masculine man that know who he is the most sexiest thing alive.
I like it. I like it. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Again, we're here at Power 1621 FM, talking it up, chopping it up with my friend Kimmi Kim.
What's
This
up,
is
y'all?
DJ Eddie Swagg here. You go, your host with the most. You know what I'm saying. You know how I get down. I get down and dirty. I dive in.
DJ
So
Swagg.
give me a second. We're gonna pay some bills. Go on commercial break. We'll be right back with my girl Kimmi Kim. We're gonna talk more about her show, and I want her to give us a final answer on what her word is for her people, black women in general.
Okay.
Okay. We're on commercial break, so that was good. You did really good. I like that. We got to really focus in on. I really want to pump the show up some more. I want them to
I
know what you're all
appreciate
about,
the support.
and anything I could do to pump it and promote it, we will do it here.
Can you mention that we're doing a live show tomorrow at 7
I,
p.m.?
I will mention that. I will let you. I will mention it on top of you mentioning, and we'll go over there. But you're doing really really good. But and I really want to like close it out with a nice little message for your black women to encourage them to kind of maybe think differently, in your own words.
Okay. All right. Bless you.
Excuse
All
them.
right.
Why?
Bless
It
you.
goes in threes. Excuse me. That's the Holy Trinity. DJ Swagg here. Okay, we're back on air. All right, guys. DJ Swagg back on. Eddie Swagg back on the air. Power 1621 FM. My girl Kimmi Kim breaking down the gems. You already know how we get down. And
What's
listen,
up, y'all?
we're talking about independent women, not knowing or not accepting a role of a man or whatever. They're saying they don't need a man. And so I would love to hear her statement on that. And as I stated before, she has her own show, her own platform, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or whatever, on all the pages, TikTok. She's on at Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill. Please follow her there. Go ahead, Miss Kimmi. Let's let you finish us up here.
Well, I just want to say to all our women, I know that it's smart and wonderful and all the great things that we as women have done that are doing at this time, that for the ones that secretly might not want to show that they really do would love to have a companion, because we built for it. We are one man. So we are truly built for a man. For whichever ones who like to say, who don't like to say, I'm okay with that. But girl, if you want to be held, it's nothing like putting a key in the door and, or your king coming over and you can sit on that lap because just want to tell them what kind of day you had. It ain't nothing like it. And I
Yes.
know we all want it. I do. So I would say, you know what I'm saying, in your approach and what you're looking for and how you're looking for it, make it be known. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do get in a place that where we like, please. And the men don't, sometimes they men, we know this, ladies. So they need to feel needed. They need to know that they can fit in your
Yes,
world. They
yes, yes,
need
yes,
to
yes, yes.
feel that they are the man. Sometimes they're gonna always need that catering too. And plus, we women, so we the only one can do it for them. They gonna always need us. So with that, but I am gonna say a gem that I like to say to a lot of people. Give me a minute because I wrote this down. I'm gonna send a shout out as I'm doing this to my boy Ed, who my show don't work without him. I just want to let him know that I'm here in the building without him, and I'm gonna tell you, it's feel like a missing limb. But at the same time, my boy Ed, we doing it big time on Mitchell and Mitchell Sip and Spill. We going live tomorrow, Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022, and 7 p.m. All topics are on. Whatever you want to talk about, we're gonna do a Q&A session, and your girl got a gift if you can remind me of one of my Kimmi gems on my show. But let me leave you with this, because I know DJ Swagg want to hear something there, Kimmi. So this is for you.
Yes.
So life is divided into 3 terms: that which was, which is, and which will be. I would say, let us learn from the past, okay, to profit by the present, and from the present to live better in the future. Your very own Kimmi Kim. I bow down to you, DJ Eddie Swagg. Keep doing what you do. Your show is the motherfucking ball.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
always
yes.
gonna be a bit of thank you for having me out.
Thank you for coming on.
Anytime you need
this
me.
Is my good friend. Anytime you want to come on the show, you and Ed, you're very welcome. Listen, my girl Kimmi Kim, follow her on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Live, YouTube. They're Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill. And listen, this is DJ Eddie Swagg over here, Power 1621 FM. You know how we get down. You know what we do. We pushing it. We getting it cracking every day, all day, baby. It don't nothing change around this Mickey Ficky. You hear me? So listen, we sounding out right now. Go like, subscribe, and follow her on Mitchell&Mitchell Sip and Spill. We are going to have a good time. Hey, maybe I'll do a guest appearance. Let me know if you have time for me to come on there. There we go. Listen, we're signing out. Going to the next host. Coming up next, guys, we got people from all over the world, from China getting it in, talking about this COVID. We're going to talk about that next.
All right, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.